Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Food Experience. Today's Food Experience, I'm making 2 racks of St. Louis ribs. I have 2 different brands, Farmer John and Smithfield. I'll be smoking and cooking them in the Pit Boss Lexington 500 Onyx. I'm starting low and slow at around 170 to 180 degrees. I'm going to change the P setting to get it dialed into where I want. In the foil wrap, I'll be putting in a few pats of butter in addition to brown sugar and some watered down Sweet Baby Ray's brown sugar hickory barbecue sauce. I also have hickory oak pellets by Pit Boss loaded in the hopper. So without further ado, there are some preparations, and here we go. As I mentioned, I have 2 racks of ribs, Farmer John and Smithfield. The Farmer John's weigh in at 3.45 pounds, $16.11, and the Smithfield 2.54 pounds and was $9.75. I'll prepare the Smithfield first, and first thing I need to do is remove that membrane. I think I'll also trim off some of this stuff. There we go. Yeah, all this stuff shouldn't be here. I mean, that's good extra pork right there. It's just not part of a rib, that's all. This end over here is really thin, so I'm gonna get rid of that first little bone. Definitely a little more squared up. Besides the membrane, this stuff I'm gonna put aside for later. They're pretty trimmed up. There is some extra right here, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Going in with a mustard binder. A lot of sunlight out today. First thing I'm applying is some fajita seasoning. I saw Matt from Meat Church do this, so we're gonna go kind of light on that. Then I'm going in with Meat Church Honey Hog Barbecue. Yeah, some of this caked up from being in Marina del Rey. One of the things out there, it's high humidity. Lastly, going in with the Gospel by Meat Church. I'm gonna have to apply this by hand. It will not feed through there. So put it on by hand and spread it out a little bit. That looks pretty good. Next side, a little bit of mustard. This will be the top side, the presentation side. Going in with the fajita seasoning. Some honey hog. And the Gospel. I'm going to take this rack and put it right in. Next, preparing the Farmer John. Okay, that looks good. Normally I would let it so it sweats out and gets a little juicy looking. It's already there. Let's put this one in the Pit Boss. It's literally so sunny I can't even see my screen. Pit Boss is holding around 200 even though I have it set at 180. But look at all that. It's getting some nice smoke. Bunch them up a little bit. Close her up. Ribs are going nice. I have the P setting up at P6 to allow for a little more smoke and a lower temperature. Ribs have been going a bit over 2 hours. Oh, wow. About 157. Let's check the ones in back. 154. I think I'll let him go at least another half hour. Check back with you then. About another 35 minutes, maybe a little bit more went by. Let's check it out. 162, 159. Almost like 170 back here. Okay, we're gonna pull them off. Bark definitely seems to have set pretty good. I'll remove the one in the back first, since it's a little hotter in temperature. But this thing's been smoking like crazy the whole time. Here's the first rack, and I doubt the video will do it justice. It's a very, very sunny day. You can see my shadow. It's also caused the smoker to cook a little hotter than I set it. It keeps going between like 175 and 220, but I still think that's great, and definitely a lot of smoke. If you could see the meat, it has this nice mahogany color. Put down a couple pats of butter, maybe even a few. That should be pretty sufficient. Putting down some brown sugar. Not a lot, but a decent amount. In this bottle, I have Sweet Baby Ray's brown sugar hickory barbecue sauce, and I've diluted it a bit. So it's about 3/4 of the sauce along with some water, and I've shaken it really good to make sure it's incorporated. Put a good amount down. And I'm putting the ribs meat side down right on top. Oh, the bottom looks good on those. Move these over just a skosh. I have 2 sheets of heavy duty aluminum foil. Wrap that nice and tight. There we go, a nice tight package. I will repeat with the second rack and do that off camera. The Pit Boss is now running at 275 degrees. Putting in the one that was up front to the back. You know what I'm thinking? Because the burn pot's like right here, I'm going to cook these on the extreme left and right sides, 275 degrees, and I'll check them after an hour. They've been going an hour wrapped in foil at 275 degrees. The smell that's coming out of this is intoxicating, I will tell you. It's almost 3:30 and it's already starting to get darker, I could tell. But I'm going to tempt these and see where we're at. Well, I think we are past done. That's amazing, because I don't think they really took that long. I wanted them to sit out uncovered in foil, but there's no time for that. They're done. I could definitely tell they want to bend. Oh my. All this juice, jeez. Oh man. Wow, 207. Yeah, it went actually too far. 204. And that's interesting because I started off so low and slow, but I bet they're going to be tasty. 205. I'm going to turn these over. I'm going to tent these back up and let them rest for about 15-20 minutes. Wow, look at that. That looks so good. The ribs have been resting for about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Wow, those look good. Let's go to the other table and I'll slice into them. I think I totally mixed them up, but either case they look wonderful. Backside looks really good too. Oh yeah, that looks good. Here's the ribs I just cut. They have a nice smoke ring for sure. Oh, it didn't just fall off the bone. I had to bite it off. Wow, those were really, really good. Pretty sure the other rack will be as well. Definitely thumbs up. I will do it again the same way. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of St. Louis Ribs. I really mixed up which one is which one, so I don't want to say which one I like better. But I know the method and everything I used is now going to be saved on YouTube. So when I do it again next time, I just look back and go, oh yeah, that's what I did. The seasoning, perfect amount of seasoning on there. And the barbecue sauce, it's like barely there. It's like baked into the meat. Just so, so good. So thank you all for tuning in. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop me a line below. I love hearing from you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. I got all kinds of good things coming up. Until next time, have a stellar day. Be excellent. And most of all, remember me. I'm KJ Andy O, your food experience host with the most. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.